Know what that means? Ooh, Alpha, Theta. What the heck are you guys doing, man? Like, it's almost like you guys have blinders, but you're not using them correctly. You're just like, yeah, we're gonna make um our new products look better than our older products. So you don't want to buy our older products. You want to buy our newer products. That's great and all, but like you're kind of ignoring that there's other products out there right now, and they're whooping you so bad right now. They're like, that's why I'm in DJ right now, because it pretty much does everything, not just that I need to do, but what most DJs need in order to like make, things just run super smooth in any set, any situation. I don't care if you're mobile DJ, club DJ, this thing will work. And everyone's been complaining, oh, well, it's not professional and only Serato DJs use Serato. And, I get it. Like, they just had their 25th anniversary. Everyone's kind of drunk. You're drunk, you're drunk, Serato, go home. So, yeah, that being said, like, I already had a video that explains, like, pretty much 17 reasons why DJ Pros is leagues ahead of Serato, but we're talking about Alpha Theta right now, aka Pioneer, and y'all are just, yeah, y'all think y'all are drunk off your own power too, because what did you think that people were going to straight up buy that other trash, the Groove 6? I just call it the Grave 6 because it's dead in the grave, because it's like, who's really gonna use that? Like, think about what features it's talking about. It's talking about using stems, which their stems is already trash, and they're like, oh, we just came up with some new stems that's better than our last stems. It's like, yeah, it's just like saying you graduate from kindergarten to first grade. You know what I mean? Like, the stems that DJ has is like high school, college, and y'all still in like first grade. You know what I mean? If you upgrade to Pioneer's new stems, it's gonna be taxing on your computer first of all, which is, I've never even, I don't know. It's just, it's bad. Um, Not that that they upgraded, but it's just the fact that they they know what's out there. It's not like they're living, in a cave by themselves. And then that's what it makes it look like. It makes it look like they're living in their own pioneer cave, and they're not acknowledging what's going on out there. They're just, you know, sniffing their own butts, if that's the terminology that I should use. But they're in their own butts. They don't realize that there's better technology out there. You know what I mean? And they just think like, oh, well, we're pioneers, so we're gonna charge you $3,200 for whatever we put out there. It's just like, what you're putting out there is not groundbreaking. Like, you guys try to replace um, the XZ or whatever, and it didn't replace it really. There's nothing that groundbreaking about it. Like, you didn't really change much. You really did not change much. Like, and I get it. Like, I think that's what the MO is. Like, we're gonna charge more, but we're gonna change like two things. But it's like, it there's nothing groundbreaking about it. You know what I mean? Like, people, Nick Spinelli was like, it's like the CDJ and the uh, A9 had a baby. I get it, but it's like, if they really did have a baby, that it's look like a deformed, like, wrong looking baby. You know what I mean? I wouldn't claim that baby. But like, at least add some like real Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Have it come out with Serato like right away, because these Serato fiends are gonna want Serato in it. Like, no one's really using Pioneer like that. Like, to be 100% honest, like, I tried using it. It was all right, but it wasn't anything like I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna use this forever." Like, it didn't change my flow of DJing to the point where I'm like, this is something that I'm like is gonna make me want to stick with it. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't change it didn't. There was nothing there to really make me want to cross over. You know what I mean? Um, there's only like this like loop feature that they basically took from Tractor. You know what I mean? So it's just like Tractor's kind of free game at this point. Like any software DJ software company could just chop at Tractor at this point because barely anybody uses that anymore. Like I started to use it, but it was dope and I loved it. I loved it, but it was just like they couldn't keep up with like what was going on with stems and you know what I mean. And then like I said, once DJ came into the scene and was just like, we're gonna do you know um, DVS and there's just so many features. Like I said, just go check out my video about the 17 features um, of DJ. But yeah, like I don't know what they were doing with it. Like I had high hopes. I really did had high hopes for the AZ. I was like, hey, maybe they're like, yo, this is our pinnacle. We're gonna like really come at them. And the one feature that they could have really capitalized on was the sonic link inside the unit. And they did it, but they did it for the headphones. What a stupid play. That's like me watching football and watching the dude run the opposite direction. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you could have easily threw in the sonic link so that way when you plug in the Wave 8s, it connects directly to the Wave 8s without having to plug in the audio wires. Now, I'm not saying get rid of the audio wires. I'm just saying, like, now you have an option to sell the Wave 8s with the AZ now. Now that makes sense. Now you're like, oh, it's a bundle deal. You know what I'm saying? And then the headphones can also be obviously a link with it as well. But it's like they're just doing like stupid baby steps. You know what I mean? When people say, you should take baby steps into, your goals. It's like they're taking baby steps in the wrong direction. Like stupid baby steps. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's terrible. It's like I'm reading the comments and certain people are like, "How are you gonna charge $3,200 and not have stems?" Because basically, you can buy a $500, $800 computer. Like realistic, you can buy like a $600 computer, and you can have stems, and it will work perfectly fine. I've seen videos of them doing it, so it's not like it's not a thing, you know. And then you watch all these DJ channels where it's just like, yeah, the AZ does this and it does that. It's like obviously y'all getting paid or whatever, or y'all, you guys are contractors, so you gotta talk the good stuff about it. Like we know that we're not stupid, but you know, most of us are there for the comment section because we know that the real talk, the real deal is in the comment section. It's not watching your videos. Like watching your videos is just like you're just giving us a review of what it does. You know what I mean? Which is dope. We need to know what it does, but at the same time, we need to see the practicality of it. That's why I can really respect Crossfader. They actually like play with the product. You know what I mean? And actually do like a mix with it. But at the same time, it's like they know that there's better technology out there. We all know there's better technology out there. The only reason Pioneer is really a thing is because they're holding on to the clubs. That's it. If DJs were to be like, we don't need to be in clubs anymore, Pioneer would crumble, crumble, because their whole mo is we're in the clubs and you're not in the clubs. They're the how you gonna hate outside the club when you can't even get in. That's literally their mo. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they're not doing anything dope where it's like stems changed how DJs DJ now. Like it's not even like a young head thing. Old heads, new heads, middle heads, I don't care. We all know about stems and we all know what quality is. DJ has stem quality. Virtual DJ has great quality. And then you go lower down and then you got Serato. and then Pioneer, maybe. You know what I mean? But like we know what top tier stems sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that we can get streaming on DJ, and we know that that's a thing. And it's like Pioneer's just ignoring those two main factors. Like we want streaming, we want stems. What you just gave us was a pile of shit. And it is AZ, as in ass. It's ass. They gave us ass, is what they gave us. So, yeah, try again, uh, Alpha Theta. Even try again on the name. Like, it sounds like frat boy. Alpha Theta sounds like a frat boy. Like, yeah, my parents are rich, so we're gonna call our company Alpha Theta. Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of frat boys that made that name. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like DJs made that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're trying to like capitalize on the DJ culture, and you're not even being true to the DJ culture in terms of like the name, like Alpha Theta. What is that? Nobody even likes that name. Nobody likes that name. I've never met one DJ that likes that name. Like, try again. You know what I mean? Like, Pioneer, that's a dope name, but y'all gotta actually pioneer stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, try, like, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing because DJ's gonna keep innovating. Denon is just so on point right now. The only thing Denon got to do at this point, like they just got to be like, oh, they're doing that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a whole new batch of systems that's gonna have um, stems in them. You know what I mean? Because if they create a brand new controller that has stems in it, that's standalone, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Pioneer because they're not gonna do it. They like I think they have the power to do it, like their systems, but if Denon creates a standalone STEM system, um, it's a wrap because they already have like the the streaming already in there. You know what I mean? And if they change that little stupid thing where you gotta like change over, you know, into computer mode in order to use your computer with Serato, like that changeover stuff is whack. They need to change that immediately. If they change that and they have stems, yeah, it will be a complete wrap for Pioneer. People will be like, wait, it has standalone stems and I can cross over without no interruptions. Yeah, Pioneer, it'd be a wrap. And I suggest that Denon connect with the company Ska, so that way they can have the wireless. What do you call it? It's like the wireless system, so that way you can send audio to their speakers, and it would to the Ska speakers. Oh my gosh, it would be over. It would be completely over. Like Pioneer would just be like they would either have to copy it or just hang it up. You know what I mean? I know they're not gonna hang it up because they got Alpha Theta, but like they would have to copy it. They would have to copy it. You know what I mean? And that's how you play the right game of chess. You have to force the player to make a move that they don't want to make. You want to make a move in a way where you're manipulating what they're doing. Excuse me. That's the only way. That's the only way Denon can win. Like they have to make stems. Like that is literally the ultimate punch in the face. Like they have to make stems. They have to make the seamless crossover as best as possible. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, it's yeah, and they have to make that wireless connection to the speakers with Ska. Yeah, that would be that would be the knockout punch right there. That would be the KO. They'd be like, yeah, like there would be really nothing that they could add. You know what I mean? I think in their what do you call it? Their sample, you can't adjust like each individual sample, and that you have to have that. You have to be able to adjust your samples. Like it's kind of pointless to have samples that you can't adjust the volume. But you know what I mean? This is why I want to work for these companies, because it's like I could easily tell y'all what to do so that way your customers will stick with you through and through, because these are the actual things DJs want. They, like Alpha Theta is just coming out with a bunch of crap that already exists. It already exists. And then they're trying to, repackage it as this is Alpha Theta and we're new. It's like you're not new. You haven't created nothing new in like forever. Like there's nothing really groundbreaking in what you're doing. So what y'all need to do is watch what's going on. But that's just me. But just read. Yeah, y'all need Alpha Theta needs to read the comment section. Y'all need to get out your ass and read the comment section because, whew, yeah, um, y'all need to shape up or shape out. But yeah, DJ's killing it right now. Even virtual DJ's killing it right now. Um, but Serato, they need to shape up because they are way behind on features. They're coasting, and same thing with Pioneer. Pioneer and Serato, they're coasting off of the fact that they were the kings, 25 years ago. You know what I mean? It's just like you guys are not adding anything. You're just you know the OGs loved you. That's why you guys are still like a thing. But now the new generation, the new stuff is coming out, and you guys can't keep up with the features. If you can't keep up with the features, you're gonna pretty much end up like, you know, you're gonna end up like Tractor. You know what I'm saying? Sadly. So, but anyways, yep, I'm done. Have fun. So, peace.